Hello. All right, I'm going to get started just because I need to do some turning. Just because the other day I was working on the reverse live edge dish that I made, and that wood was so difficult to work with. I thought I may never would turn again. So anyway, I'm going to just get started, because if I don't get started, I can tell I probably will never do it. So let's go to overhead. Okay. And we'll welcome anyone that comes along. Why is this making noises? Hi, Amy. Thank you for coming on, hon. Sorry that I'm cutting into your scheduled time. Just the rest of the week is insane, and if I don't do this today, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what kind of wood this is. This is, if anybody can tell me, I have no clue. It's a piece that I've had here for a long time, and I cut off the top. I cut off the top to hopefully make a lid for it, but we'll have to see. I think my friend Aldo gave this to me for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that's where maybe I got it. Unless I bought it at the wood store. I'm really bad about not knowing species of wood. I have learned though that unless it's kiln dried, don't ever go near cedar. This is fairly hard. we're getting there. It has a pretty grain to it, or like variation. But I'm gonna try to do carving and dry brushing. Hi, Cheryl. When I cut this top part off of the lid, I put it on such a bad diagonal that I had to start getting this leveled off first. I did sharpen all my chisels though, so I'm actually using chisels today and gouges rather than my carbide. I've got to start learning how to use these. Yesterday I was outside, I was wood burning this dragon scale and then carving with the Dremel, and then when I put the color on it I realized I really needed to just carve, no wood burning. Almost. So one of the ways to tell if something's round, listen for the difference. First off, you hear that, but watch. Okay. I should have showed you before. Let me see. I want to go. I think I want to do this. I don't want to do that. That wasn't what I was going for. Too far. Okay. Almost round. I am not good with these chisels. Hi, Jody. So right about now, I'm up to about 1275 in my speed. Now you hear how smooth? Should be round. No, almost. There's a lot of cracks in this. I'm going to make this a little smaller, that's for sure. Hi, Ray. Switch. A lot of cracks. Wow, look at that. I'm going to start getting this bottom part off. Jeez. Thank you, Jody. Maybe it'll put you to sleep though, right? It's nighttime where you are, isn't it? Oops, sorry about that. Jeez Louise. I really suck at gadgets. Just practice will make perfect, right? There's a knot right there. I think I gotta get below it. You see that knot? Gee, this is really a shame to cover this. This is actually very pretty. I may have to change my mind. So Amy, you being new with the lathe, it's a full body thing. So what I had first learned was, and I'm not doing it now, that's what I should be doing. You start your body where you want it to be when you finish. And then you lean. That was not right. This is actually very pretty. I hate like that to cover this up. Boy, I may have to change my mind and do something totally different. Good night, Jody. Geez, that knot is bad. All right. See, that's what I keep getting caught in. And there's another. Another thing, Amy, this I wasn't doing this. I had my hand over the top, which was wrong. But this has a ridge right here. You keep your finger underneath that ridge. Oh, not good. I'm hitting something right here. What am I hitting? Guess I'm hitting this knot. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. I have to clean this up somehow without getting hurt. Yeah, I keep putting my hand over the top just because it's jumping so much, but that's really not the way to do it. But you can't hold way back here. You don't have as much control, even on a pen or something small. So this is called a shearing cut. And what I'm doing is I'm using the side of the chisel. But hopefully I can grab whatever's making me peck. All right. Yeah, so that's what I was catching on right there. Let me try to get rid of that. I'm getting a really good idea of what to do with this now. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Okay, so this is what I think I'm going to do. Tell me if you think this will be cool. This part here is so beautiful. This brown. I'm going to just do the grayscale, the thing in the other part. I do have to use my square carbide to get my tenon done. And Amy, when you do the bottom of a bowl, always do slightly concave so you don't end up with the weeble. Yeah, smartest thing would be to move this tailstop, which I'm going to have to do. But I'm nervous because I'm not 100% positive what's holding it is sturdy enough. It is a beautiful piece, isn't it? I had no idea. This has been sitting on my shelf for years. I figured it was so plain and ugly that I was going to end up doing something on it. I'm going to be really careful. You see how much of a jump? That's not. To be honest with you, I'm thinking I don't know. Well, actually, I will be doing all here. I think I'm going to be doing the dragon scale. I'm going to leave this part the way it is, and then this part here, I'll do the dragon scale. I'll probably just put some CA glue in there just to make sure it's stable. I just put this new blade in. I swear it has nothing, not moving at all. So a good trick, Ray, I'm sure you probably have heard it before, but if you put wood glue in the cracks and then put the sawdust, watch, you put the wood glue in, you put that all over the place, and then take the sawdust from this bowl. It pushes the glue in, but it also, the wood glue takes about 15 minutes to dry, so by the time I finish turning the bottom off, it'll be dry, but it's dry to the touch already. So now, not only is it filled with glue, but it's also filled with wood. So it's as stable as it was before it cracked. And I don't know if you can see here the line. Let's do this one right here. So you're not relying on glue. Look at that. You're not relying on glue to fill it in. You're relying on the wood fibers themselves. You don't even see that hole anymore there. Let's put a little right here. I mean, I'll be turning this away anyway. It's not like I'm going to leave that touch there, but you can also do it with CA glue. But why? CA glue is so much more expensive than regular wood glue. But there, now I have no more cracks. And I can do the same thing on the inside. And to be honest, since I'm using the same wood that the bowl is made of, you'll never be able to tell. Yeah, it's too high. Yeah, it's totally common practice for me as well, Ray. I was just about to ask Amy, did you get your pen bushings? All right, now, as well, I'm sure you've seen it before, my little tool to find out if I have and this has to be slightly bigger. It has to be slightly deeper. That's perfect. I think that's a perfect tenon. There we go. Yeah, cool. So we do a little bit more. Actually, let me do my little rings. I really want to use really want to use my carbide, but I'm trying. I feel like I need to do this. I mean, you could barely see those cracks. Oh, look, there's more there. So I have to, I guess I didn't get the glue in deep enough. Okay, well, there goes my tool rest keeps going down. All right, I'm getting too aggressive. that. Pay attention. Go ahead and do the rubbing. Okay. All right, so this is just about to the shape I want it to be. So I'm going to just do that glue trick again because I see a few spots here where I didn't get the glue and sawdust down far enough. I'm really pushing down, kind of trying to really push it into the cracks. And now, actually, sanding it, we'll do it some more. Let's do a little sanding. Now, I want to kind of keep this going inward at the top because I want to have the option to make a lid for it at some point. Now, let's just see. I need to put more glue. Put a little bit more glue there. Amy, did you, oh, they were, it was you that did the, your pen bushings room. Okay. Well, they're closer to me than they are to you. I'll bring them to you. No, this is not going to stand out nicely, so I'm going to go over with the spray. Really annoying. See you soon, Amy. All right. Oh, if you were okay, I thought you were going to do your premiere. So, Amy, you have Van Lot to help you. So you'll be doing fine. It's a little bit smoother. I especially don't want any mat. I don't want any scratches or marks where it's the lighter wood. I'm sorry, where it's the darker wood, because that I'm thinking I'm not gonna color. All right, this is pretty good. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, just a little simple bowl, but then gonna be decorated pretty. Boy, oh boy, look at all these cracks. Wow. right. All those cracks are filled in now. Let's just go over a little bit lighter with sandpaper, smaller. So maybe I'll do this for my grandson since it'll be dragon scale. And that part's going to have the dragon scale on it, but now I'm going to be neurotic just in case. I'm just making things worse. I think he will love it. Amy, the one problem with wood turning, you're going to have to do a lot more sanding than you've ever had to do for resin. All right, so let me show you the tailstock. Let me show you. There we go. So now you can see what this is. All right. Cute little bowl. So what I'll end up doing, I think I'm going to just follow these lines. And this part under here, I'm going to follow and do dragon scales all where, and then this will be left. Cool, right? I think that'll be fun. All right, so let's change this out. Well, okay, so Amy, I just watched a thing the other day with Cindy Drozda. Now, you want to talk about a great wood turner, Cindy Drozda. Let me just see which stuff I should use. Is this one? And she was doing resin bead, and it was she was doing a resin bead to put in a finial. And she used this polishing stuff instead of sandpaper. Like she used sandpaper and up to 4,000, and then just put this polishing stuff on it, and she didn't have to put any finish at all. So I just bought the polishing stuff. So this is great because this gives me a chance to actually draw what I want to carve. Okay. So this is where we want to be. It's the right camera angle. Nope. Thank you, Pat. So I'm going to leave this slightly, I think I'm going to leave it slightly in so that I can make a lid to put on there if I want. And just be prepared, this chuck is awful that I'm using, so sorry if it goes flying. Keep hitting this. Sorry about moving the thing. Let's see. Oh gosh, what the hell? Okay. I'm having trouble without my carbide. Sorry to all my mentors who are trying to get me to stay away from these. Hey, Billy. I'm trying really hard to not use the carbides as much, but how about if I do each thing I work on, I do half of it with carbide, half with chisel. Eventually, I'll be comfortable with both. You know, I had made the boxes for my granddaughter, so I do owe my grandson something. So this is going to be a little dragon box. Oh, I'm excited now. So I had bought blue, but I think I'm going to have to do it in green to make it really look like dragon skin. Right? Green is... Thank you, Billy. Please forgive me for going back to carbide. I don't know if you use mostly chisel, see? You're old school. I cannot do it. So everybody, what color is dragon scale? So if I'm making it for a 2-year-old who loves dragons, and I want it to look like it was a box that was covered in dragon skin, I'm thinking maybe gray or green, right? Green would be like lizard skin. sorry. My hand is right in front of the camera. Sorry. I need Heidi here to yell at me, to tell me to move my hand. Here we go again. I'm going right again. All right, so let's just see how much further. Ah, I'm not even halfway. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Sorry to make everybody dizzy. Put on wires. Maybe that will be better. Sorry, everybody. Let's just gauge how deep this has to be. Let's just see. Getting there. I don't want to funnel. Oh, I do have a slightly recessed bottom, so I got to be careful. I think that's all I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do much deeper than that. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to fold that one. pretty good. That's actually pretty good. All right, better than I thought. Gosh, I'm doing terrible. I'm imagining I'm hitting those cracks. It's fairly, yep, there's the crack right there. Okay, there's a crack right there. All right, let's clean up the outside a little bit. It's funny. All right, so I left this lip here so that I can make a lid. I gotta clean up this inside of that lip. All right, there's a big crack. Let's do this from the inside as well. This is terrible. Oh, way better. Hi, Mike. No weirdo trolls so far today, Mike. And the internet has stayed on. Yes, we needed you here, Mike. It's been very quiet. Right, right? Nobody is asking me about my hair or anything. So weird. The one guy that you blocked is actually still subscribed to the channel and constantly makes comments, but nothing weird so far. Okay, because I have to do a lot of carving on this, I think I'm going to leave it a little thicker than normal. Right, that's really rough. So luckily, Mike, I mean, thank goodness. Well, tomorrow's the other half, whacking. Tomorrow's the other half. I'm going to do, what do you call it? This turned out to be much prettier wood than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to do dragon scale on just parts of it. So tomorrow at noon is the normal one. Hey, Tim. Whacking Jack, your name is Mike, right? I don't feel comfortable saying, hey, no, hey, whacking. Okay. All right. So now I'm getting really good ideas, guys. All right. So let me get your opinion. This is for a little boy. Right now he's 2, but I don't want him to grow out of this. Um, okay, so most people call you, they could call you Shaq. Okay. Um, all right, I have a really good idea. So on these plain spots here, let me take this off of here for a second. I have to finish sanding, but I'm getting excited now over my design idea here. I have to get everybody's opinion. So I'm thinking this is pretty sturdy little bowl. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to make a lid. It's going to have, see how that's, maybe I'll just do dragon scale everywhere. It's not as pretty as I thought it was. I might just do dragon scale and leave just this almost like an eye. That would be cool. But I'll do the whole thing in dragon scale and then I'll have a plain lid, solid lid, and then I have this piece of resin. Look at this. Oh, covered in dust. I have this piece of resin. So what if I then took this piece of resin and on the top of the lid, the finial be like spikes? Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited now. I think that'll be cool. If you were a little boy, like you wouldn't outgrow that, right? Okay, and maybe what I will even do, this will all be gray, gray dragon scale. Think I'm going to do the black because I have to do the dragon scale. I have to do it in black India ink before I put the dry brushing on it. So I'm going to leave the top black and then make a spike. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm doing. Now I'm excited. Okay. Now I gotta put this back together. Where did I put my piece? I got so excited. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, I'm gonna call you Shaq. That I can remember easily. My husband has an employee named Shaq. He loves him. One of our favorites. So it doesn't have to be. Now, if I'm going to do a whole lot of grinding on the outside, I don't have to be so neurotic about the sanding there. Just the inside has to be good. There's a lot of cracks. That's okay. That's okay. Why am I being obsessive compulsive over this scratch that can't help it? Okay. Okay. Let me put on this helmet kills me. What's happening? It's beeping. All right. So there we go with that. It looks really thick. But I'm going to be carving. So, okay. I'm going to give myself a break. Hate this chuck. That's not working at all. All right. You know what? We're going to do between two centers. Jeez Louise. Let me cut this piece off. You know, I don't know. You didn't get to see the Shaq. You didn't get to see the piece I did the other day. Um, I haven't edited that film yet, but I did some. I did a reverse live edge candy dish, raised candy dish, and it was cedar, and it nearly killed me. And so that's why I'm here in the shop today, because if I didn't come down here today, I was probably never going to turn again. That thing came flying off the lathe so many times. And not only did it come flying off the lathe, um, it also, there were so many catches in it that I must have gotten hit 10 times with the handle of the chuck, of the gouge. Ah, Woo! Yikes. That is exactly the right size. Holy cow. Wow. That was really cutting it close. Okay. What am I doing? I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what I'm doing. This has to be the smallest recess here. Pray my truck can hold it because this is not very thick. I have my little tool here, to measure. Okay, well, nowhere close. So let's see. Okay, I have room. Now let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Too low. Way too low. I'll end up with that in my chin if I don't. Too big. Hey, Vilma. So here's my cohort in crime, everybody. Oh, geez. I know I need more work to do. I know. Well, this is one of my only days for the next 2 weeks in the shop. I'm going to end up being, actually, for the next month, I'm not going to have much time at all. But yes, you're right, Vilma. But then again, you're busy too. Oh, come on. Seriously? This can't be the only. Are you kidding? That's his. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry about this, everybody. I made that tenon just the wrong size. Just in between the two. Yes, Velma's the one that got me with the damn carving and pyrography. All right, so let's see. What are we doing? We want this to fit in here. Let's see what I'm doing. All right. All right. see if this is going to fit. It's going to fit this. That fits that. Oh, it actually fits pretty well. So let's just see if it fits the tuck. Hey, okay, cool. I was so close. No, stop. Vilma, I actually was doing with the gouges instead of the carbide, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I don't think I'm going to do this. That'll be how big of a tenon I'll make on the bottom of my on the bottom of my spike. Okay. If you're calling it a spike, I guess it's a horn, right? Well, now I just chipped off a piece of that, but that's okay. The dragon was in a fight. What are you going to do? Let me just see. If I round it down. Yeah, that's going to be too too risky. All right, so I'm going to switch you over to overhead. Definitely use a carbide for tenon. And Wilma, I made this little tool. I took a regular old-fashioned chisel and I carved out the exact shape that I need for a tenon. And that way I can check my tenon before I try to put it in the chuck. Not that it works every time, believe me. Okay, so let's see. So we have a dragon that was in a fight. Unfortunately, he lost a little piece here. I don't think anyone is ever going to notice. And this worked out perfectly that I have a little recess right there on the top. So I'm going to leave this, when I do the carving, I'm going to leave this smooth and I'm going to leave it black. Yeah, it's going to have black India ink all over it, so I'm not even going to stress over. And yet, here I am still stressing. Didn't I just say I wasn't going to? Please, please work, please work, please work. Yay! So there we go. It's not a fitted lid. Not a fitted lid. But it works. We go. Now we got to make a spike. I'm going to be cleaning up till noon tomorrow. Crazy. All right. Wait till this comes off. Okay, Ray, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking around all this time. I'll be back tomorrow, though, and come back tomorrow to see the fun part of the carving and the painting. So what this is I used 1¼ inch PVC pipe and just put resin with color in it. I actually was doing it to make finials. Which is what I'm doing there. Okay. Now I gotta switch to negative rate. But it's nice and not having to get it to round. Let's see. I have no clue what a dragon horn looks like. So I'm just going to make one with a rounded off top so that he can't actually pierce his brother with it. Let's do a little shape of some sort. Be well, Tim. And that looks good. Alrighty. Guess what? Oh my gosh, I gotta take my chances. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, and this is 5,000. Okay, now okay, so let's see. So this is what I'm using now. This is I went all the way up to 5,000 in sanding paper, wet sanding, and now I'm fine sand, fine line remover. Okay, now with clean. All right, now let's do clean and shine. And then I will cut the tenon. Okay, now let's just see how big this has to be. And it's very small. I mean, it does not have to be deep tenon. I just need it enough to catch it. Oh, cool, right? Oh, I like that. Oh, fun. Okay. Now, actually, I should be able to use this. It would be nice if I could see what I was doing. Yeah, that might actually be right. All right, let's just see this part here. Sorry, I have to keep stopping because I can't see. There we go. Now I should be able to measure it. That's going to be fine. Let me just. It's a little small. Right. All right. Look at that. Cute. All right. So now, remove this here. I'm probably making everybody crazy. Okay. So now tomorrow, what I'm going to do tonight, whoops, what I'll do tonight, obviously, glue this piece on. Um, I will glue this piece on, and then I will, I'm watching the video. It's a little bit of a delay, and I can see the video of me dropping everything. This will get glued on, and then this tomorrow will get done in black, so that's pure black. And then you can see this. I don't know if you can see the colors. They're cool up front, up close. And what I will do tonight, I will draw dragon scale all over the place here. And then tomorrow I'll use my Dremel. I'll carve it all, cover everything in black India ink, and then just the bottom part I will dry brush with a light gray. Okay, that was a good day's work. So anyway, but it's cute, right? And again, I might leave that as a big eye sticking out. That looks almost like a dragon eye, doesn't it? Right? It looks almost like a dragon eye. I might leave that there and just do the grace, the dragon scale all around it. Oh, Vilma, I did that before. But yeah, so tomorrow will be the finishing product. All right. Thank you, Amy. Welcome back. And I shall hopefully see you all tomorrow around noon. Of course I did. Vilma, you saw my fireplace. I love it whitewashed. It's so cool. What is that called? There's a German schmear is what it's called. It's a German schmear. It's very, very nice looking. But your house is so amazing that everything looks cool. Anyway, I hope I see everybody tomorrow. Thank you all so much for coming.